Hi friends, it's me Stace. For today's video, I thought I would share with you a tour of both rooms. As I said before, I recently rearranged the stuff. So this was my craft room and it's now the sewing room, and the other room is now the craft room. So I'll share with you really quickly a few things I did. So all the stuff on the walls stayed where it was. I don't want to take anything off because of the moly bolts in the walls. But up here I have some tumblers I made. We did a video on that, the alcohol ink vase. Here are just some mason jars I have filled with different notions I would use for crochet. And then on this table here, or counter, we have the computer, my Salvation printer, regular household printer. In here, this little drawer unit just holds different office supplies, things like that. And then down there is my other sewing machine. That's my Singer sewing machine over there. In this little cart under the desk is where I have my label printer, my shipping printer. I also have my 8.5 by 11 printer paper there and my Salvation paper there as well. Then we have Harley. And then I also have my embroidery stabilizer here. And then this one is my zippers and extra stabilizer. I did on this one, the very top. Come on, hardware, you can move. Okay. The very top has some mugs I did, and also my embroidered toilet paper. And then I figured this stuff here, I can use it for like display, like I have a little phone stand I made, with the laser. So I can use that for a number of things. So the heat press is here. Down here is batting. That's extra batting, mouse pads for sublimation. Then down there is my mug press. All right, then on this side, we have the laser. So I made the decision to leave the laser in this room. I think it works better here. Plus the cart's on wheels, so it makes it easy to move. Hubby just got done cleaning it yesterday, and I thought we could probably fit it that way because it was that way. Because he made me this piece here, just a piece of acrylic, and he attached the hose to it. So I'm going to use the laser. I put this in the window so all the exhaust goes out. But I'm thinking about having him do a hole in the floor so the hose can just go down. That way the laser can stay against the wall. But right now I have it that way because it works better that way. And then we have the cubes, fabric and yarn. The whole top here is cotton yarn, then different fabrics. In the bins, these are all things that are on my shop. Extra yarn here, more things on my shop, and then down there on the bottom is all acrylic yarn, and that basket there is filled with wood scraps I use with the laser. Then on the L-shaped desk, we have the two embroidery machines. That's an embroidery only 6x10. This is an embroidery 5x7, but also for sewing. So I do have it set up for sewing. So if I want to sew and embroider, I can still use that machine. If I want to embroider on a smaller hoop, I can use that machine there as well. On that shelf, just different sewing notions. That rack there, it was originally made by my husband for my threads. So now I put it back on there. And all my hoops and whatnot are here, and scissors are hanging there. That tote down there holds my iron. This drawer has different sewing notions. Then I have presser feet, felt, marine vinyl, or not, that faux leather stuff is down there as well. This is my ironing table. I did discuss it with him yesterday to see if he can add like a hinge here so I can bring it up. So if I want to iron fabric, it's easier here versus putting it over there. And that's just my basket of projects I'm working on. So there is this room. So I'm going to hit pause and take you guys to the other room. All right, so here we are in the other room. It's the same exact size, just mirror image. This one does have the closet and, of course, the carpeting. So this one, like I said, is the craft room. So I'll show you this first. This is where I film. And I just have different, things in these little baskets. Adhesives, foam squares, acrylic blocks. This is paper scraps. And then down here is like my hot glue gun and different punches or whatever is down there. Over here are my stamps. Then down there are some Bibles, just some random books. And this one has my 6x6 and 8x8 pattern paper. And then there's my pattern paper and my 12x12 cardstock. So I have all this space here so I can use my cutter, because before my big cutter, my rotary cutter here, I would have to have folded, but now I'm able to have it out. And I just have different things here. This little caddy holds my embroidery floss, twine, sponges, and just extra ribbon scraps back there. Now whenever I make a card, I always have the other half of the card, so I put it in here as well as front panels for the cards. This little turner I got on Amazon was a 2-pack, and I just have mason jars on there, and it holds all of my tools I would use for crafts. In this cabinet holds in the very top different glues. This is Speedball screen printing ink, and this is the Diamond Press screen printing ink. So I have all that in there. On the very top is embossing powder, different sponges and brushes and markers, or pencils and gel pens. This one here, this shelf is a little bit crowded with all my stamp pads, but it works. So, all right, so there is that side. Then we have this side. Now, this used to be in my other room. It was a set with a desk, and I had all my machines on there. I had all the machines on here in this room, but I didn't like it, so I put all my cup turner stuff on there. So it's got resin, glitter, things like that, and my cup turner is here. This is the one that hubby made. It does stick out a little bit longer, but I'm okay with it. It's only me in the room. This one does hold my 8.5 by 11 miscellaneous cardstock is in there. And then the bottom one is my paper tray ink cardstock. Then there's my Stampin' Up! Scoring tool, as well as that vinyl board or thing from We Are Memory Keepers. Then down there at the top is different molds for epoxy. My daily Bibles are here. And then here, all these acrylic paints, foil, the chalk, and all these things here is all from that We Are Memory, or not We Are Memory Keepers, the Diamond Press. The stamps and whatnot, the screen prints are all in there. And then we have the Venture, and just so you can see how much space I have. So I'm going to use the big mat. I can put it here easily. Also, the mats are right here, the mat and the cardstock. This is what the mats came in, so I thought it's perfect. So I have all the cardstock in here, as well as all my mats for the Venture are there. So it's kind of out of the way. That is 12 by 20 or 24-inch vinyl for the Venture. The bottom one has my Big Shot and the Big Shot dies. So when I want to use the Big Shot or the Venture, I just move it out and it works really, really well. Just miscellaneous things here. Here, again, I don't want to take anything off the wall, so I had to really use what was here. So I have the matte extension for the Venture and just a little vinyl sign I made. The baskets hold paint, tool, mica powder, and my alcohol inks. And then just a little container there of my washi tape. So inside the closet, I used to have the printers in here. Now it's the crafting area. So I have my Cameo 4 here, Brother Scan-A-Cut, my Cricut here, and the Cricut Joy is there with a plug. So when I want to use the machine, I bring it to the front here, and I have the space for the back as well as the front. If I'm cutting something longer, I just bring it over here. But they work fine where they are. And I just added some thumbtacks to hold up all the mats. And I have the Brother Scan-A-Cut is one is here. And also in the machines is where I keep all the cords. You see the Cameo cords are in there. That cord's in there. The Brother cord does not fit, so I just have that hanging there. All right, this one is stuff for the gel plate, and then different acrylic paints. Just my file box, and this is for the Creative Kid Club, all the stuff for that. So there's that room, or this room. And, you know, it's kind of funny. I think this room works better for a craft room because I have a lot more space here. And I think that room also works good for a sewing space. I'm really happy with how the cubes fit all my yarn and my fabric. So there you have it, my friends. There is the 2-room tour. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.